So guys, we're back here at the shop. Haven't been filming. My friend's down here from Connecticut. She'll be in like the beginning of like the video or whatever. But what a day wouldn't be without cutting your hand or harming yourself. But today should be the day that we fire up Mike's car. I'm just finishing up putting the coolant lines onto the block on this side and getting the return on down on the bottom down there with the heat sleeve on. And this one is the feed. This one doesn't have a heat sleeve on just yet because we're starting it up for like 2 seconds, just making sure it like starts, runs, everything goes through, because we didn't actually have enough heat sleeve for it. This was all that's the rest of the heat sleeve we have for that size line, and it's just not enough. So we're gonna start it up, run it for like 2 seconds, and that's about it. The coolant lines, one's on that side, right there, and then the other one goes here. That's on the cart over there. But I'm just getting this ready so that when Roberto gets here, we can plug in the ECU and just test fire it. I gotta plug in a couple more fuel lines on the other side. I just remembered that. Mount the fuel filter. Then everything on that side should basically be completely done, and all I have to do is pull the harness out, heat shrink the rest, wrap it, electrical tape it, zip tie it, put some grounds on, and that should be it. Yeah. But we're having a good day here so far. Cut my hand. And like that, the usual, but I'm just gonna keep working on this because we need to get this thing started. And Harvey's gonna get here, should be here between today, which is Monday, and Wednesday, to put the flange, make the downpipe and everything for this so that it can run and shoot flames. Let's have a great time. And after we get it running, we're actually gonna drive it around with this stock transmission in it for a little while. Just make sure it runs, drive it around the parking lot, maybe throw a dealer tag on it and like drive it down the street. Just put some miles on it, make sure everything runs and functions properly before we put the other transmission in it, put the final bits and pieces on it, put it on a dyno and everything. But we're getting there, Mike. Stick with us. So Mike, we're about to start the computer, start it up. Yeah, it's only gonna run for like a second, just a test fire, just to make sure everything's good.
Can you move all the stuff on top of the control?
Yep. Yeah.
So it's synced up.
Good.
It's good. That sounded good, right?
It's a nice big pop.
All right. Yeah, because it's injectors aren't scaled correctly. I guess they still got a 2 engine and things. I just want to make sure that the crank wheel.
I don't even think oil even got to the turbo from that.
Not relevant. The turbo even spin.
Yeah.
Ball bearing. Okay, cool. So now we can wrap it. Well, we can clean up the harness, wrap everything up, make everything look pretty, and then Harvey's coming Wednesday to make all the exhaust, and then we can start turning it on, make sure it runs and drives, and then get everything works, functions correctly.
The test drive on a stock transmission,
and
then put in
we'll
the big
go
one.
into fancy transmission. Yep.
So guys, I know I haven't been putting out videos in like the past like week, but my friend has been down here. We've been having fun, and I've just been working and like not really focused on making videos and this and that. But Mike's harness came out great. I like the way how it came out. I love the tape that Roberto got because this stuff what makes it look like it's like factory again. But all the heat shrink is shrunk. Everything's tied together. There's zip ties all along inside this to hold the wires tight, and it's got this tubing to keep it even safer while it's in the car and near stuff. But now all I have to do is just run this basically all throughout the motor, put all the clips, put the grounds on, just tie everything off to where it needs to be. Most of it will just lay where it should be, but I love how it came out and the way it did, the way it looks. But looks good, Mike. I'll probably put out a video tomorrow. That'll be Wednesday. It'll be middle of the week, so I don't know. We did start it up. You saw that like a minute ago, and it's just looking good. And, you know, favorite word. But got to put it together, and then we can just start her up, make sure she runs. RV is coming later on this week, probably tomorrow, to do the downpipe and everything for that. We got to get the other heat tubing to put onto this one, tighten up the lines on the turbo, take the manifold off, sadly, put it back on, and then we just start driving it around. Make sure it runs right, finish up little knickknacks here and there. We got to get a smaller battery for here so it'll start the car and so it'll fit in this one spot. But everything looks good. Just got to keep rolling with it. So guys, this is one of our customers' cars. The last time Roberto ever touched this was like 8 years ago, and the guy kind of just let it sit at his house for a long time in the sun, obviously. That's why all the clear coat's coming off, and like it's not in the best of shape right now, but when we're done with it, it's gonna be back to running nice, looking nice, driving nice. Everything's gonna be running tip-top shape, and it's gonna be a great car to drive again. So we got a lot of work to do on this. He's gonna get it painted. He's gonna get, I believe, 2 new glass tops, a new trunk. I believe he wants the big Nismo wing on the back. I believe so. And honestly, I think Roberto's car would look sick with the Nismo wing on it. He probably wouldn't think so. It does look kind of ricey and like race and like, I don't really know how to put it, but it does kind of look a little ricey because it's like this big huge wing that comes off the back of it. But they do come factory. So I'd love to see that on a car. And if this guy wants to do it, I'm totally for that. I want to see a Z with like that kind of stuff. But it just makes Roberto's car look even cooler because his is like slammed and it's fast. It's got the nice wheels and everything. But this car here, we got a lot of work to do. Motor out, transmission out, full body work. I believe it's full bolt-ons that we're doing, and it's a lot of work. So let's get to it. We got to get it on a lift to start it. So let's do that. Okay guys, so a little continuation from the video I was doing the other day. This is the motor out of that red Z. The transmission is right there. The front bumper is over there. Some of the supports are right there, the drive shaft right there, and then the rest of the parts are all inside the car over there. But what I'm doing is I'm just tearing down the motor now, taking off the front covers, taking all the belts off, probably the intake manifold. Just not lose this socket, 8 mil, can't lose that. But just working on some stuff, doing that. It's pretty hot, like normal, and just hanging out, taking apart a motor. So guys, yes, I haven't been filming. I know I just don't know what to do. I'm not getting paid from YouTube, so to me it's like a big waste of my time. But I'll try to put out a little bit of videos here and there still for you guys. I actually did break into the 180 yesterday because I did give Jack and Roberto all the money for that. So I took out a couple things. I'm gonna put it up on Instagram. I guess I'll make a eBay account and try to sell a couple of the things because I don't need them and they're not gonna go back in a car. So let's try to sell it. If you guys have any parts, hit up the DMs because I am looking for like front mount, intercooler, a top mount manifold, just random little things for it. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So if you like this video, definitely hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.